let me introduce our next pre-recorded session speaker, Mr. Benjamin Bauchwitz from United States of America, and his video recordings, very nice video recordings, and it's everything detailed are recorded there. It's on the platform. You can see there. You can watch. It will be focused on the virtual medical tutor. Very nice example. I saw it, but have not tried yet. And we are working on receiving a trial for us. And you are also welcome to contact me or Benjamin to also try it out. It's possible to physically on your smartphone. And Mr. Benjamin, scientist at the Charles River Analytics in the Human-Centered Artificial Intelligence Division. His research centers on intelligent training system with particular emphasis on simulation-based training for military and disaster medicine. His research has addressed virtual environments for military medical simulation, automated skill assessment, personalized feedback, and automatic creation of novel training scenarios. His work has resulted in medical training simulators for mass casualty response, trauma care, areas such as autonomous vehicles, computer vision, data labeling, and cybersecurity. In addition to his role in Charles River Analytics, he is a lecturer in the cybersecurity program at Duke University and a visiting scholar at the U.S. Department of Transformation Collaborative Science Center for Road Safety. So thank you very much for joining, Benjamin, and the floor is yours.
Maxime, thanks so much for the introduction. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here speaking with you. My team at Charles River Analytics focuses heavily on building intelligent training technology, and our big focus for the last several years has been on intelligent medical training technology. I think this is a really interesting area because there are a lot of major logistical challenges to solve with the medical training. In particular, the ability to get practice repetitions is very difficult to do in a distributed way because there's such a reliance on having live patients or working with expensive medical mannequins. And furthermore, it's really difficult to do robust assessment of training outcomes because it often requires the presence of a skilled instructor, and you can't really tell how much someone knows until it's down the line and you've seen their interactions with real patients. So we've been trying to really address an emerging issue, particularly with rapidly getting combat lifesavers and other members of the military force proficient in basic trauma skills, and also getting teams ready for mass casualty medicine, operating in austere environments where there may be resource constraints. To address this, we've been developing a suite of simulators, and the one that I've presented in the pre-recorded sessions here is our MSTAT virtual medical tutor, which is a mobile-based training application that focuses on the trauma and disaster medicine. You can see the full demo in the pre-recorded session. I'll just give a quick view of it here. You can see we have this simulator here. We can navigate around several different virtual patients. I can interact with them and zoom in, perform various treatments. We can perform treatments, remove the body armor and inspect them. And the big benefit of a tool like this is that all of a sudden we can rapidly distribute, maybe not the entire training pipeline, but we can rapidly distribute the opportunity for trainees to quickly practice the decision-making skills, practice the basic trauma algorithms, because anyone who has a mobile phone can access the simulator. This was especially designed to rapidly increase the pace of training and efficiency of training. And we've done that by outfitting this with several pieces of AI-based technology. So one of these is the adaptive skill monitoring component. So every scenario is built with assessment metrics. The app is built with assessment metrics to track what the trainee is doing and automatically assess their skill relative to a set of relative to an inventory of skills related to trauma and mass casualty medicine. So the app is looking at things like the individual patient outcomes, the steps that were taken to address each injury, and your adherence to clinical practice guidelines, and coming up with a score to reflect how well a trainee performed in the scenario. Another big advantage of technology like this is that we're able to adaptively generate new scenarios. So the app can look at a trainee's skill profile, see what skills they've performed well on recently, what skills they've performed poorly on recently, and what skills they maybe haven't used in a while. And it's automatically generating new scenarios, procedurally generating novel, plausible scenarios. And these are basically virtual casualties that must utilize the key skills that the trainee needs to work on most urgently. So we're really excited about this technology. We think it has a lot of potential to make a difference, including in the current conflict, potentially by being able to distribute to volunteers very quickly and get them some level of proficiency on the basic reps that will make it easier to learn those hands-on skills. We've been working with the University of Massachusetts Medical School for a number of years on this effort, and we have an ongoing study with them and their emergency medicine, their EMS service right now. So in the next month or two, we're hoping to be able to get some outcomes really reflecting individual progress during short training sessions to show how EMTs and paramedics develop their skills and what kind of feedback they give on the app. We'd also worked with Penn State University previously, and we did a slightly longer duration training effectiveness study with this and some associated technologies like a web-based text tutor and a quiz system. So we were looking at the effectiveness that had for nursing students. We're very excited about the possibility of potentially having people using this hands-on in Ukraine. We're really excited to see what it to see how the app functions as far as delivering the training. We'd love to get more feedback, and we think it can make a big difference. We're also really interested in any other partners who want to come and work with us to do any kind of longer duration study or trial use. Training effectiveness study in particular. We really want to tease out, understand exactly what the expected benefits are from having the adaptive training like this and do some rigorous studies of that. So thanks again for looking at this. If you haven't seen it already, you can look at my demo in the pre-recorded session section, and you're welcome to send me a message and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. And with that, I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Benjamin. And I'm really advise everybody to look on this example because, again, I didn't check, but visually it looks nice and a lot of aspects can be taken into account there. It helps making a proper decision, I hope. So, but we are also looking forward to check it out physically here. You have experience in developing something using the artificial intelligence and for such technologies. What is, in your opinion, will be the best way to check the efficiency of that? So how it's how to conduct that? To make it, is it effectively or not? So like survey or something.
Yeah, so what we're doing right now, we are, we're looking at progression within the app itself. So we have the EMTs and the paramedics, the civilian first responders are using the apps. This is only for just one training session. So they work on it for 30 minutes, right? We're mainly looking at their short-term improvement on the app itself. And then we have the survey, the survey before they start and the survey after they start. What we really want to do is the adaptive technology like this really works best when you sequence it over many training sessions, right? You don't get that much benefit from the adaptation in one session, but what you really get the benefit of is this thing is deciding the schedule for when you work on each skill. It's making sure that all the skills are kind of moving in concert, so you don't have some skills that are lagging behind. So over 5 training sessions, 10 training sessions, that's when we really expect to start seeing the benefit. So ideally, the kind of longer study that I would like to see run is, do an actual hands-on training assessment first. You can using this, the physical simulators, whatever method your facility uses to assess skill. Then we let the trainees use the app for maybe a week or 2 weeks or a month, whatever there's time for. And then we can do all the assessments at the end, do another hands-on assessment at the end. We can also do the written knowledge test. And of course, you can still do the surveys too. But really, we want to explore what the actual outcomes are in those, in terms of actually being able to implement the hands-on skills quickly. Not, this isn't teaching you the motor skills, but it's teaching you to make the decisions rapidly and know how to do the activities in parallel. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We know that the prior research that, supports that this technology is very beneficial. We would like to see the specific benefits we can get from this app and the way we've implemented it. Oh, Maxime, it looks like you're muted.
Again, the second time, I think. Yeah. Thank you, Benjamin, for answering. And there is the question in the chat. Can you see, or I can?
I can see it. Yes.
But let me read. It will be translated to the audience. Benjamin, looks very interesting. Paul Turketal is asking. We are working on the 3H trainer course with the MilMed Center of Excellence in Hungary. Is there any forum in your world that are sharing those types of medical projects between centers?
So we're attending all the conferences in the US. I personally will not be at the ITSEC conference next week, but many of my team, the rest of my team, will be at ITSEC. So if anyone who is attending ITSEC will be able to do that, we'll have probably three of the phones with the device on it. So anyone who's there can physically interact with it. I and my team will also be at IMSH in January. Again, we'll have the booth there. We'll have the app ready for that. And then beyond that, so this is, we're basically accelerating the deployment of this. This was a late stage prototype over the summer. And then we're trying to compress the timeline to get it shipped out as an actual product because, we were informed of the potential desire to have this in Ukraine and some other places. So right now it's not like publicly for sale yet, but we are negotiating the opportunity to demo it, and it's more on an individual basis. So if you reach out to me, we can discuss what you need, if there's any modifications you need for this, or if it works right out of the box, and then we can discuss how we can best get that to you. I expect it'll be another several months before this is fully online. Just anyone can download straight off the web like that, but we are moving there pretty soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin, for sharing that. Again, for all participants who is interested in, you can write the direct message to the Benjamin via the platform, via the conference website, and establish this connection if you are interested in such medical training, maybe not only medical in the future, or even conducting researches, I think, in that way, because they are practical guys and experience in that. And also from my side, thank you very much. So we really looking forward to trying it out and to sharing in our field here this product, that we'll see how it works. Really interesting, and hope it will be really useful for us. So thank you, Benjamin.